Guys, welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. It's the Chelsea Godfather reporting back to duty. Please subscribe to my channel for regular Chelsea updates. Guys, you all know yourselves. I'm not going to name names because we're all on the same team here, but all y'all out there that be out there flogging, Pochettino, waiting for him to slip up, so you can say Pochettino out. Todd Bowley, don't know what he's doing, so on and so forth, blah blah blah. Guys, at the end of the day, it's Chelsea FC in yet another Wembley finals. And that's it don't matter. We're in the finals in Wembley, at Wembley. We find ourselves in the finals. We're gonna either play Liverpool or Fulham, right? And that's what it is. Yeah, it hasn't been the best of years, right? It hasn't been the best of seasons so far. So I can understand the frustration of fans. But all I'm saying is, I'm not saying do not criticize, because there's a lot of reasons to criticize a lot that has happened for our team this season so far. But all I'm saying is, let's be a little bit more reasonable in our approach towards being critical of our team and our management and the overall organization. And my whole pet peeve has always been that we have a brand new team. Yes, we spent £1 billion, and when you spend £1 billion, the media, everybody is like a stick. They're gonna beat you upside your head. They're gonna keep reminding you that your team costs 10 times more than the next team. So therefore, you should win every game. Otherwise, you're a useless team. No, it doesn't work that way. Even the media, they don't know that, and Chelsea fans should not be buying into that false narrative. We spend a lot of money on a lot of young players. Our players are developing players. They are developing players. These are talented players, but they're gonna need time. Yes, we won today 6-1. Nothing has changed. It's still the same as it is, as far as I'm concerned. My expectation is still the same. We're going to have this kind of results every once in a while. And every once in a while, we're going to fall flat on our faces. And all I'm saying is, if you're, critical of Pochettino, don't let up. Make sure that you criticize Pochettino today after today's 6-1 win. And don't be two-faced. You guys know yourselves. You know yourselves out there trying to do it for subs. And this is not what it's about. We are Chelsea FC fans. We're supposed to support our club through thick and thin. I mean, I just watched Chelsea utterly destroy Middlesbrough 6-1. And their fans had proudly raised their scarves out and supported their team all the way to the bitter end. Now, I'm not saying that obviously there's different levels, but what I'm trying to say is, support the guys, right? I mean, I know there's times that their performance or their play is not worthy of support. But we just have to put things into perspective in terms of young players, in terms of our injuries, tons of injuries. Even today, Gusto was out. Just as we get players in, then players go back out, right? So I don't really don't want to do much in terms of analyzing this game, because you guys already saw this game was over at halftime. Yes, it started off slowly. I believe the first 10 to 15 minutes started slowly. And we were all again. I could hear the whispers in my ear, talking about how our gameplay under Pochettino is poor, is slow, so on and so forth. And yeah, you guys have a point. But sometimes in life, all it takes is one goal. It just takes that one goal to basically click. And our first goal came through a bit of luck. I was hoping that it was Broya, but on replay, it was actually an own goal. But it was a nice piece of play that was inspired by none other than Ben, Chilwell, who, for me, Ben Chilwell was our most important player in today's game. He played like a veteran, like you would expect, like basically the type of play that we normally get out of Thiago, Silva is exactly what we got out of Ben Chilwell, and it gave the team the boost and the lift that it needed to break down Michael Carrick's 5-4-1. They were sitting. I won't say they were sitting. They played a bit of a sort of mid block, so it was a somewhat high line from time to time, and then half the time they would switch and sit deep when we would push them deep and push their line back. So he in inspired us to the opening goal, and the rest was history. After that, it was pretty much execution. Disasi had that classic counter attack that he basically nicked the ball off their player, and continued on the overlapping run to I believe that was the third goal. Our second goal was Enzo again. Broya should have had the goal, and I believe the ball was blocked or partially deflected, and it deflected onto Enzo's path. Enzo made it two. Disasi, as I mentioned, made it three on a brilliant classic counter attacking play. Beautiful assist by Raheem on that play. Then cold Palmer, cold Palmer. It's cold outside. Cold Palmer made it. Had a very tidy finish, which Middlesbrough already know that Palmer should have had a hat trick in the first game. How he missed, how he didn't even score in the first game is still an unsolved mystery. So, but he went on ahead and made it four. In the second half, beautiful play. Gallagher came off the bench later in the second half. Both him and Nani came off. Also Chukwemeka also came on. Nani came on. Gallagher came on, and then I think two of our young kids, Gilchrist and the other young 18-year-old. Sorry, I don't even know your name yet. You are still a bit young. And so Gallagher, came. Gallagher's good, guys. Gallagher's good. He's not being sold, so you guys don't look for another reason to criticize our team and buy into the media, narrative. Gallagher's not being sold. Okay, that was a very, very brilliant assist by Gallagher, and Palmer, cold Palmer. Had a tidy finish with his weaker right foot, made it 5-0. Then I think Palmer released Nani for the sixth goal. Brilliant move by Nani. Dribbled one or two players in the box, took a shot, and it was deflected in, but it was pretty much on target. And then they had a late consolation goal. I thought Petrovic, could have done a little bit better. Try to get at least a fingertip. That ball needed a fingertip on it. Had he gotten a fingertip, it either would have been saved or would have been saved onto their bar. So either way, he could have stopped that one. That's what we would expect. And I'm not gonna flog, Petrovic. He's still a relatively inexperienced, goalie, and so is learning, quickly on the trade, and he's been doing well, especially on the kicking game. So at the end of the day, it's Chelsea 6, Middlesbrough 1. Chelsea on their way back to Wembley, back to where we belong. We belong in the finals, and hopefully back to another piece of silverware. Guys, how do you all feel about today's result? Please leave your comments below, share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Take care. God bless you all. Peace.